So my theory was confirmed. Kunzite and all of them were actually working for Tuxedo Mask. Huh. Okay. Now, this episode of Sailor Moon Crystal took a dark turn. A little bit of a dark turn I did not expect. For one thing, we find out how Sailor Moon, Usagi, died. I thought she got killed by the people. Like, you know, the evil, the great ruler or whatever. I thought she got killed by them, but no. We find out Sailor Moon kills herself. Whoa. I want to be honest, I did not fucking expect that. You had it to where Sailor Moon killed herself because of her lover dying in front of her. Endymion. If he didn't die, she wouldn't have killed herself, but she killed herself because of that. Wow. That's, I just don't know how to grasp that. I just can't believe we had, like, a suicide in the series. I mean, holy shit. I mean, I know this is the wife, that the mangaka of this, the wife is of Togashi, close to the Hunter x Hunter mangaka, so I guess I should expect something like this, but damn, I did not see suicide as an option when it came to Usagi as a character, especially with her death. Okay, this week's episode of Sailor Moon Crystal. For the most part, all my questions I had got answered last week. Now, one thing that did not get answered, it could have gotten answered, but it was very subtle if it did, because I did not notice it, because I watched this at 4 o'clock in the morning, so please forgive me, I was very tired. But, supposedly, the overall reincarnation, the rebirth of the Sailor Moon Guardians, I don't think that was actually really clarified in this episode. Like, we didn't find out exactly how they were brought back to life. I mean, we found out their backstory, we found out more about the Knights of the Prince, we found out that the queen, that the red-haired queen, is trying to, like, seduce Tuxedo Mask. I mean, that's the stuff we found out in this episode, but I don't think we actually found out how they were reborn. So, I mean, I've been told by Uchibis last week that I would find out how they were reborn, and if it was said in this episode, I must have missed it, but I don't think it was. But anyways, moving on through this episode. Okay, so the ending of this episode, it confirms a couple of things. The Venus actually confirms that there were once pairings. For instance, all these Sailor Moon Guardians, like Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, and all them, they once had romance with the Knights, Kunzite and all of them. There was, like, some form of romance or love between them, which makes a lot of sense, because, I mean, if you look at it, you have, you know, the protectors of Sailor Moon, and then you have the protectors of, you know, Tuxedo Mask, and of course, you know, since there's both an equal number of pairings, guys and girls on each side, of course, most likely there's going to be a pairing to where they fall in love. So, that's really cool. I like that a lot. I really like that, how they used to have, you know, some form of romance between them, but it's very tragic. A very tragic episode, because from what I could see, they remember who the prince was in the middle of this episode. They followed down the queen into the labyrinth where the great ruler was, and then all of a sudden they remembered who they were, and you have it to where the queen just freaking manipulates them and makes them forget their memories, brainwashes them, and controls them. So, all I see going from here on out is nothing but tragedy, because I want to be just straight out honest with all of you. I want to be just straight out honest. I saw bits and pieces of Sailor Moon in the past, like, pieces. Like, I haven't even seen, like, full episodes, but I remember seeing bits and pieces on the old days of Cartoon Network. I think it was on Cartoon Network. I think it was. But I remember seeing old pieces of Sailor Moon, and I don't know how far it was, but I don't ever think I saw Kunzite and all of them past this point. Like, I don't think I ever saw them in wherever I was watching at in the story, so I'm kind of worried. I'm really, really worried that something bad is going to happen to them. I really am, because this is the mangaka, or the wife, of Togashi. And Togashi can get dark. I don't know how the mangaka of Sailor Moon is. I'm not gonna say I know how she writes, because I personally don't. I have no idea how she writes. But anyone that's willing to marry Togashi, a man that just, he rides the close to seinen level, I'm willing to bet something about this is going to be dark. I'm placing my hands on the table for that because of the music, the atmosphere, and this series is well known by a lot. A lot of people love this series, and it's told me that it's really good, excellent, amazing, and it was even in competition with Dragon Ball Z. And even for it to get a remastered remake by Toei Animation, and Dragon Ball Z couldn't even get that. Like, I mean, it has Dragon Ball Z Ka, but I mean, it doesn't have remade animation. Then there's something very good about Sailor Moon. So I'm expecting something very tragic to happen. I'm calling it now. Something bad is about to happen. Now, the thing is, with the end of this episode, what it sets up to where Tuxedo Mask is actually under control from the Queen. The Queen seduces him, brainwashes him, and now he's probably going to be attacking Usagi in the next week's episode, or 2 weeks. I don't know why I'm saying next week. I'm used to saying next week, but 2 weeks from now we get the next episode. Now, one thing I want to bring up, though, I've been told by a couple of Chibits, and I actually saw an article on it. Supposedly, we are getting a Season 2 of Sailor Moon Crystal, from what I've heard. I saw an article or something about it, like, about a week back. I saw that Sailor Moon Crystal is going to be getting, like, a second season, and it's supposed to be going into the next arc, after whatever arc we're on right now. So, that's really good news. That's really, really, really good news, because that would mean all massive Sailor Moon fans will be getting more of their Sailor Moon greatness, and they will get to see their childhood once again, and I will be able to ride this journey of Sailor Moon for even longer, and get to see exactly why so many fans of the series love it so much. But for the most part, the episode, very basic, sets up everything, and it pretty much gives us the rundown details of the mother, the Queen Serenity. We get to actually see her, how she was a hologram, how she died. We get to see the original mother to Usagi in this episode. It was really sad. This episode was actually very sad. It was a tragic episode because of the different things going on, and like I said, the only thing that this episode is leading to is towards tragedy. So, yeah, great episode. Animation, for the most part, good for Toei animation standards. Oh, fuck yeah, the animation is amazing. Music, like I said, I already told you earlier, I love the music. I love the dark vibe music to it. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below, how you felt about this week's episode of Sailor Moon Crystal. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.